All right, welcome back to the channel. So, Terence Crawford tells certain type of fans that you guys need to keep it boxing or else. It sounds like Terence Crawford is warning the fans about this scenario that's going on. I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Let's talk about it in this video. King Jr. got another video for y'all. Please share that you like and subscribe to the channel to get all your latest boxing news. And with that being said, it looks like Terence Crawford is feeling the same treatment as Errol Spence Jr. Was feeling I believe a month ago, a couple weeks ago, that Errol Spence Jr. was talking about how the fans just be hating on their personal life, getting not focused on boxing and keeping it boxing and try to discover and find out dirt about other things outside the sport of boxing on a fighter. And now Terence Crawford has the same scenario as well. And Terence Crawford today said on Twitter, some of you boxing fans need to keep in boxing because us boxers are human beings. And Terence Crawford was kind of taking a shot at the fans as well. And he also stated that just because we're human and stuff like that. Sorry guys. He says that we boxers are basically human beings, and we keep it boxing on TV, and just because that you see us on TV doesn't mean that we'll step up to you. So Terence Crawford is not playing games with you so-called casual boxing fans that are super diehard and ride for Terence Crawford. And Errol Spence also had the same but also had the same scenario. Like, these guys, they just sit around a table and start talking trash about Errol Spence for no reason, dig up personal things about his personal life and stuff like that. And so Terence Crawford's getting the same backlash, and this time Terence Crawford says, look, if we step up to you, it's gonna be a problem, but y'all gonna make us seem like the bad guy if we try to fight you. Well, first of all, Terence Crawford, you might not want to put your hands on fans because you can't go to jail since your hands are illegal and you're a big enough star, and they will put you in jail if you try to touch another person that's not legal, whatever not the case may be. And you know, there's a lot of stuff that goes onto the sport of boxing that allow boxing fans ride for their fighter, die for their fighter. And the main one, as I know of, is I'm a Canelo Alvarez fan, and a lot of people, diehard boxing fans, ride for Canelo Alvarez. But there's a point that sometimes Canelo Alvarez have to look at these fans and say, look, you get involved in my personal life and stuff like that. Like, I understand you care about me, but Canelo doesn't give a crap about half of you boxing fans that support him, because he's like, look, I support y'all. Y'all appreciate y'all for supporting me for my fights, but don't get into my personal life and stuff like that. And so Canelo Alvarez had some backlash as well a few years ago. How about the fans? They do this and they do that. And there's a lot of type of fighters that people ride for, and a lot of people that another fighter as well is Deontay Wilder. You know, a lot of people ride for Deontay Wilder. I ride for Deontay Wilder, and it seems to be a problem where certain type of boxing fans ride for a fighter and they don't like this guy and they just start digging up dirt. And then what's crazy to me is that when Deontay Wilder was just clowning with his wife and having fun with his wife, he twerked in front of his wife, and then everybody want to say, oh, Wilder twerking and he's gay. But Tyson Fury was caught kissing a man in the ring, and Tyson Fury is suspect as well, talking about AJE, private part size and all that other stuff. So these dudes, they was backlash Terence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. if they do one slight little thing, or in the Deontay Wilder and Canelo Alvarez, because of their names. But you got these other dudes, they do the craziest stuff and they won't backlash, and they'll say, oh yeah, I would do that too. It makes absolutely no sense on why these guys ride for these fighters so hard. You know, it's great that you support the fighters. It's great that you support by buying the pay-per-views and stuff like that, and supporting them, watching their every fights and stuff like that. But don't get involved in the man's personal life. I think Terence Crawford wife also got involved as well. Like, the fans was trashing out his wife and stuff like that. And believe me, I think Terence Crawford will be the one to to hunt half of you boxing fans down and give you the business, because it's just disrespectful to not to get in the man's personal life. And Errol Spence Jr., like I said before, he had the same scenario that dudes are just hatred. They just talk about him and stuff like that. And Errol Spence Jr. said he wasn't raised like that and stuff like that. And a lot of people, they feel like that if you don't ride for the fighter, well, we're going to turn on you instantly. Like, it makes no sense to me. But it looks like, guys, that Terence Crawford has the same backlash as Errol Spence Jr. had when Errol Spence Jr. was talking about how these guys just sit there and just talk about the fighter and not keep it boxing. And now Terence Crawford has the same thing, but this time Terence Crawford is warning the fans, keep it boxing or else, and stuff like that. Well, with that being said, guys, it is what it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This is your boy King Jr. I'm out of here.